Vulnerability isn't just hard, it's terrifying when your truth has been twisted before. If you've ever held back not because you don't care, but because you don't feel safe, I see you. Vulnerability feels riskier when you've been misunderstood before. If you've ever shared something real only to be met with blank stares, judgment, or silence, you already know the sting we're talking about. Let's unpack that. Gently, slowly, together. There's a silence that hurts more than words. You share a piece of your truth, and someone shrugs it off, laughs awkwardly, or worse, uses it against you later. It doesn't just hurt in that moment, it teaches you something. Be careful. Don't be too much. Keep it surface level, and so we learn to edit ourselves preemptively. I didn't stop being honest because I lost my voice. I stopped because no one was listening with care. I remember once meeting someone who felt like a safe person, so I opened up. I shared something raw, too raw maybe, and they responded with a joke, not to be cruel, but because they were uncomfortable. I laughed it off, but inside, I shut down. I told myself, see, this is why you don't go there. After that, I withheld. I kept things vague, not because I didn't want connection, but because I didn't trust it. Even when we retreat, the longing to be seen never leaves. We want to be known, understood. Not just for the curated version of us, but for the quiet, messy, tender parts too. And yet, we stay silent, because silence feels safer than another misunderstanding. But here's the twist. Staying silent may feel safe, but it doesn't satisfy the need for connection. Silence might protect you, but it also isolates you. And you deserve more than survival mode relationships. So I started doing it differently. I stopped trying to be fearless. I stopped telling everything to everyone, and I started practicing something softer: discernment. I shared one small truth with someone who had earned my trust. I noticed how it felt in my body. Was I bracing? Was I breathing? If it felt safe, I shared a little more. Not to prove anything, but to remind myself that not every connection will break me. Vulnerability isn't a performance, it's a practice in self-trust, one quiet, honest moment at a time. I was talking with someone I really admired. I hesitated, but I shared a story about being overstimulated at work and masking so hard it made me sick. I expected them to shift in discomfort, but they didn't. They leaned in and said, "Thank you for trusting me with that. No fixing, no judgment, just presence." And something in me exhaled. That was the first time I realized being vulnerable with the right people doesn't drain you, it grounds you. So often we think vulnerability has to be dramatic, a huge reveal, a tearful confession. But what if it's just saying, "I've been having a hard time," saying, "That actually stung a little," saying, "Can I be honest about something small?" That's real, that's brave, and that's enough. Vulnerability doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes the quietest truths are the ones that free us. Here's what I've learned. Not everyone will get you. Not everyone deserves access to your softness, but that doesn't mean you stop showing up. It just means you get wiser about where you show up. You don't need a big audience. You need a safe landing, and that safety starts with you saying, "I'm ready to share this much today," and that's enough. You don't need to be fearless to be honest. You just need to be ready enough. Every time you share a small truth, and it's met with care, you teach your nervous system, it's safe to be seen. It's okay to try again. Your story matters, even when it's quiet. This is how we rebuild trust in ourselves, not through huge acts of bravery, but through small moments of honesty with people who earn it. Here's your gentle question for today. What's one truth I've been holding close? And what would it feel like to share a small part of it with someone I trust? Not the whole story, just one thread. And if no one feels safe yet, that's okay. Start with you. Write it down. Whisper it in the mirror. Let it exist. Because even honoring your truth privately is a powerful act of self-connection. Your story deserves to be shared, but only where it's safe to land. Vulnerability isn't about being exposed, it's about being witnessed. Thank you for being here with me. You don't have to open up to everyone, but don't shut down completely either. Start where you are, say what you can, and trust that even tiny moments of honesty are big steps toward healing.